Geoforce is a technology company servicing the oil and gas industry and other industrial markets. We provide asset tracking services and solutions for field equipment. We liked working with Bart and Ed at Cypress. Felt very comfortable with them, probably driven by their operating experience. They just sort of felt different than your typical sort of private equity investors, and we were very comfortable and we liked the model. The royalty model worked well for us, and it was a really good deal for all sides.
I think one big difference between the people at Cypress and people you might meet in other private equity firms or other similar firms is that unlike most of them, the Cypress people come from entrepreneurial backgrounds, operational backgrounds. They've actually been in businesses, run businesses, led teams, led companies, hired people, fired people, made the tough decisions you have to make as an operating executive. Very different from your traditional private equity firm, where most of the people come from a purely financial, or as we like to call it, spreadsheet background.
It's almost like having an extra board member, very easygoing, easy to deal with, and full of good business insight. I think driven by kind of their operational expertise.
Ed Mello from Cypress actually joined us in one of the meetings to be sort of another set of ears to listen in and hear and give us his perspective. And we ultimately ended up not doing the deal, but having his perspective certainly helped us with his wisdom and his experience.
We scaled the business, we ramped up sales and marketing. From the time that we did the Cypress deal, over the next little over a year, we actually doubled the size of the company from revenue, headcount, most metrics.
And Cypress's investment allowed us to acquire a company, and more importantly, give us the gunpowder, if you will, to be able to invest in development for the last few years and really build a competitive advantage.
Cypress introduced us to what ultimately became our Series A private equity investors when we did do an equity deal subsequent to the royalty-based financing we do with Cypress. So that was fantastic. They've proven to be great partners.
It feels like when we talk to them, we're really just talking about our business as business person to business person. I say that in comparison to some conversations we have with bankers or other investors and things, where it feels more like a conversation about your money and your P&L and your financials, almost purely to that level. And I think with Cypress, you have a much more a broader discussion about what's happening in the business, why things are happening, and kind of what the ultimate goals might be as not only as a company, but as people as well. I think it's been a wonderful relationship. They've definitely helped us and been a tremendous partner in our growth, and a lot of our success today can be attributed to their money, but more important, just their guidance and their support and their advice and things. And we look forward to many more years working with them. I would say one other thing is that we had the option, we took our initial round with them in 2012, but we had the option in 2015 to raise more money through other sources, and we chose to do another deal with Cypress as well. So in some ways, we're a repeat customer.